this on?
Is this the kind of champion you want to be known for? Someone that attacks from behind and needs somebody else's help? Someone that uses toxin as an advantage?
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling, the Monday Night Raw edition. I'm your pay-per-view prediction champion, Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
I laughed, I cried, I was shocked. There was a gambit of emotions during Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, I would count it as a good show, I think, because of how it ended.
Yeah.
And there were some good little spots and moments here and there.
Right. It definitely wasn't the worst Raw in recent memory.
Right.
Had a great ending, probably one of the best segments on Raw or SmackDown in a very long time.
When was the last time, it had, a shock?
Right.
Where you felt uneasy?
Yeah.
You're like, ooh!
It's been a long time since they've done the concerto.
It has.
Why is everyone trying to murder poor Edge's neck? Poor guy.
That's how you
Stone Cold knows why.
That's how you get heat.
Yeah.
That's how you get the heat.
And they have all the heat right now.
Oh, man.
They have all of it. Really, it was... The rest of the show was, okay. Not, what I mean? But the ending stood out. They plugged Edge throughout the entire show.
They showed his whole career.
They kept hitting his music, and every time I'm like, wait, what? Oh, no, not yet.
Well, it's funny
It
because
was weird, right? Because I'm like, Edge... Nope, still a replay.
You'd hear you think you know me, and then you'd see the crowd, and it's like, oh wait, that's the crowd from last night.
Yeah, that was no accident.
Yeah.
But they saved him for the end.
Right.
And the third hour ratings were up a little bit. Still low over, from...
Right.
But because lately it's been, the third hour's been under 2 million for a while, but now it was 2.2, and the show averaged 2.4, so it still wasn't a big increase, but the third hour at least was an increase. So.
Yeah.
Because you had Edge, and
Edge.
We'll see if he could, if he hangs around. Obviously, he's going to be gone for a while,
right?
Because Orton just did that to him.
Yeah,
and clearly this is going to be a WrestleMania match.
Clearly,
so Edge is probably not going to be back till maybe March, maybe end of February.
Sounds about right.
To attack Orton.
Yeah, I went on Twitter today, and you were hot today on Twitter.
Oh,
you were.
And it was all great because one wrestling, Twitter page was like, hey, we're pretty sure we're saying it first, Edge versus Orton.
Yeah.
And you're like, where do you get that from? Watching Raw?
Yeah.
Right.
Account always does bullshit like that.
Right.
Oh my God.
There was another one. They're like, hey, remember when we tweeted this?
Yeah.
And it was about Riddick Moss eventually going up to the main roster.
Yeah.
And you're like, here's a bold prediction. Insert NXT start here. Will show up on the main roster in 5 months.
Even people in the comments were like, yeah, this was 4 or 5 months ago, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not getting credit for this.
No.
Everyone comes up eventually.
Yeah.
You heard this? I have a new source. Did you hear this?
Oh.
Well, it's my source, so you didn't hear it, obviously.
Okay,
you could not have figured this out yourself.
No, yeah.
But Shayna Baszler might get called up to the main roster at some point in the near future, maybe, probably.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
Bold prediction.
Yeah. Bianca Belair, too, might be on Raw or SmackDown at some point, possibly.
Yeah.
In the next 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or sooner.
Well,
You
or
gotta
later.
tell me these sources.
No, I can't. I can't reveal them because they're too good.
these guys are like, I'm ruining all the news and rumors. These guys are like, hey, did you know AJ Styles got hurt for real during the match? I reported here first, folks. And he broke his shoulder, collarbone, and elbow. And then Edge was told, hey, throw him out immediately. And he fucking threw him out. Yeah. Then he broke his other shoulder when he threw him out and he landed.
So hard he threw him out.
So he's out for at least 1 week.
Yeah.
Jesus. We all got that. We all watched the news.
Yeah.
Because when we watched Styles get thrown out, we were like, well, that was weird.
That
It was just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It just seemed out of nowhere. And then we're like, oh, okay, you found out.
Right.
That he really got hurt. And the ref's like, hey, go throw out Styles.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we had a fun weekend.
We did.
Worlds Collide, Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble was fun. At least the 2 Rumble matches.
Cheesesteaks.
We had some cheesesteaks, pluckers.
You had pluckers?
I had pluckers at Minute Maid.
It was open?
It was open.
Just chicken baskets.
Yeah, we walked right by it.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah.
I mean, I like waffle fries with brisket and queso. That was good.
I'm
That
sure
looked
that
great.
Was good.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that was fine.
No, so like
And we
you know,
all had a lot to drink.
the two
boy.
Rumble matches were a lot of fun.
I think before we left HTX, which you guys said on the Rumble recap.
Yes.
Well, reiterate. Thank you to everyone who came out for that.
For sure.
That was amazing.
It was a lot of fun. The most we've ever had in a gathering.
Yeah.
Very interactive.
Right.
And again, special thanks to everybody that came.
I think we were brought at least like 5 or 6 beers each. And then I had a shot right before I left. So thanks, Miles, for that shot.
I think Bizzle at the end was like lit.
He was lit.
Lit.
My friends Josh and Donna, lit.
Oh, yeah, because she was like falling asleep in her chair. Like,
Right.
when like Drew McIntyre was about to win the Rumble, she was like,
Right, yeah.
did they leave early?
They did just because she had to work the next day.
Right. It wasn't because of
Drunk.
her being passed.
Well, they were kind of drunk, but
we need to get her out of here before we have to carry her.
Right, yeah.
Jeff had to have been drunk because he popped so hard for Cesaro, even though he should know that he was going to get eliminated by Brock in 5 seconds.
Right.
so
I
funny.
felt so bad.
As soon as he got thrown out, Jeff's like, all right, guys, thanks for the tickets. I got to go.
I had to go hug him.
What's that?
I had to hug him. I
Yeah.
felt so bad. I'm like,
Yeah.
my guy.
So little Rumble. I did tweet about this. We actually sat near what's his name, John Morrison's wife, Valkyrie from
Yes.
Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
And when he came out at number 5, she stood up, seemed really concerned, like what's going to happen.
The only time she paid attention to the show.
Yeah, she was on her phone the rest of the show with her head down.
Sure.
Yeah.
She watched the women's match.
Not a wrestling
No,
fan?
she yawned through the women's match.
She was watching it, though. She wasn't.
She yawned through Becky and Asuka.
Right.
Yeah.
So Morrison comes out, he gets eliminated in like 8 seconds. After that, she was pissed and she stormed off. She stormed right off.
Oh, did
I'm
you
playing
film
a video
her?
of her watching her husband come out.
Did you have like her storming off?
No, I didn't get that part.
Ah,
That would have been funny.
We could have
though.
posted that.
Yeah, she covered her mouth like this when he got thrown out, and then literally just was like, "Fuck," and like
she
ran
was
off.
like fucking
Yeah.
bullshit and stormed out.
"Come on."
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what were you?
Well, of course. Like, how could you be surprised by this?
Yeah.
So, according to Wikipedia, Eric Rowan had the shortest time at 8 seconds.
Saw that.
Morrison was 9. Cesaro 18. That seems like forever compared to like
Right.
what we saw in person.
Right.
But yeah,
I was being such a mark too. It was I was slightly embarrassed for myself.
Mark Hamilton.
Because I was drunk. I mean,
we all marked out. I mean, when Edge came out, we marked.
Like,
everyone marked out.
when
Come on
Keith
now.
Lee and Braun Strowman were in there, and I'm screaming at them when they start fighting each other, like, "No, you idiots! What's wrong with you?
Right.
Not each other."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, fun night. The Rumbles were good. They should just do the Rumbles and that's it because the rest of the matches were bleh.
Right.
Kind
They
of
were
a
what?
waste of time. They were.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do Raw now. But first, we have to thank some new patrons who signed up because they wanted to see the Royal Rumble recap where we recapped everything.
Everything.
Graphic, pornographic detail.
Interesting.
Right. So we have to thank Mo Lester,
Oh,
Get
Get
it?
it?
Scott Hansman,
Get it?
Zachary Shepard, Mark Roberts. Why don't you read this one, Eric?
Mayor Resh Shingor.
I mean, no. Jonathan Barker, Jeff Worrell, High Five, Not Six, Stephen Kochanowski, Mickey Dew, Eric Anderson, The Wolf of Chaos, Eddie Pillman,
Wow.
Michael, Cody Stradley, Fear Wade, and Jake Elliott.
Wow.
So there you go. I think
Is that Mickey
was-
Dicky Do or just Mickey Do?
It says Mickey Dew.
Oh, okay.
Mickey
Yeah.
do.
Different
Mickey,
guy.
Mickey Dicky do. I'm unaware of that one.
So sign up on patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling to get the Royal Rumble recap
Yeah.
and do it now.
Right. Do it.
And then we also have Adam Holmes, who bought a kick out spear pin repeat shirt.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you want a t-shirt, go to prowrestlingtees.com/what's wrong with wrestling.
Is that because he saw me wearing it prominently during the Rumble when Roman and Corbin walked
All over
by?
the TV, most likely.
Yeah.
he bought it Saturday.
We also
glad
Hopefully
one of
that
us-
leads to more people.
I'm glad one of us wore a What's Wrong with Wrestling shirt on the Rumble. These guys.
I wore one to NXT.
All right, so
Yeah.
yes,
We have
Speak.
we did a contest for the Rumble.
that's right, we did.
We did.
Nice.
Yes.
So the person who drew number 16,
yeah, what's
Yeah.
his name?
Jeff Shabo.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah,
Oh, he's the worst.
tool. What a tool.
What are the chances that
I like
your
him.
brother
I like him.
would win the contest?
I know.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
So why are we fucking talking about it then? These
No,
guys.
It was completely random. We did the whole thing.
you can't do that in radio.
Yeah.
Like when I worked in radio, Joe's like, "Why don't you just let me win the contest?" I was like,
Yeah.
because
No,
I'd go to
didn't.
jail.
I know the rules. It's illegal. But
Now-
we weren't really giving out a real prize, like monetary prize.
No. He gets to come do awards with us at some point.
Yeah.
Well, Eric does owe him $50, so he is going to give him that when he sees him.
Nope.
So
Also, speaking of Royal Rumble, so one of our listeners, friend of the show, Laura over in England, she didn't make it on to. She wasn't awake when we did the announcement for the contest, took in people. So she organized her own contest with the Women's Rumble.
yeah,
And a bunch of the WWW universe joined in that contest that didn't make it in the other one. But she ended up winning her own contest.
Well, there was only like 6 or 7 people that signed up.
I think there was like 10 or so. So everyone
10,
got
everyone had
three or
three
four
entry-
three
entries.
picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And what was the winner? You have to buy them pancakes, right?
she said that I'm throwing the winner a pizza party. So
Did she really?
yeah. So if she
that's
flies me to London, I will buy pizzas.
All right.
Yeah. Pizza party.
No, you have to fly yourself to London.
Oh,
now.
okay.
Sorry.
Can I write that off and get reimbursed?
No, this is all your fault for agreeing to it.
The pizza in London, by the way,
Yeah.
awful.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. It's
Well, that was like 25 years ago. It could be better now.
yeah, the Italy pizza was awful, but
Pizza technology has improved in
an
25
American
years,
thing.
Joe.
Right.
Mom asked for meatballs, and the Italian waiter was like, "Stupid American meatball. This is not America, you stupid It's Swedish meatball, you fucking dumb bitch."
The waiter was Russian. That's in Andrew's defense. The waiter was Russian.
Yeah. No, he called your
You're
mom.
a stupid American.
He called your mom a meatball. You're like, you stupid American meatball.
Yeah.
You wanted the meatball all day with the meat.
You're a meatball.
Basically.
Okay, so on to Monday Night Raw.
On to it.
Finally.
We start things off with Drew McIntyre. He won the Royal Rumble.
He did.
And by the way, the Raw announce team has changed.
What?
Is this permanent?
Again?
Yes, it has changed. I believe it's permanent. We now have
Byron Saxton?
Jerry Lawler is staying,
Oh.
and then we have Byron Saxton and Tom Phillips.
I could have.
Which that's an upgrade at least there. Tom Phillips over Vic Joseph, because Vic Joseph just sounds like Michael Cole 2.0.
It was just Michael Cole.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they changed it from Phillips, because at least he's a different voice than Cole.
Yeah.
Where, Joseph was using all of Cole's lines, basically.
He was.
And he sounds like him. It's even creepier.
He was
Right.
like Colebot 2.0.
Yeah, that's probably why Cole hired him.
They couldn't find anyone to replace Jerry Lawler?
No.
No one?
I know, he just lost a step. I don't like his fastball.
He's lost both of his steps.
He's got no steps.
He's got no steps.
no steps.
So McIntyre gets in the ring. He gets a "You deserve it" chant. He says, "I need someone to pinch me. I feel like I've been dreaming for the past 24 hours."
Yeah.
And he doesn't waste any time. He immediately challenges Brock Lesnar
No
for the
surprise there.
WWE Championship at WrestleMania. For now, though, he wants to have a Claymore party, so he invites anyone to come to the ring. And Anderson and Gallows come out and accept McIntyre's challenge, so we have a handicap match. But it only takes McIntyre a couple minutes to Claymore both of them for the win.
To beat the best tag team in the world.
In the world.
And he beat them like Andre the Giant used to beat people so badly he could put one on top of the other and basically just put an arm on them.
And Gallows is like, 6'10"? Like, he's a giant
It was
man.
it was
Yeah.
too fast. Like, I get it, but damn. That
Yeah.
was really fast.
Well, how else are you going to believe that he could beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I don't have to believe it. Seth beat him last year. Seth's half his size.
That's true.
Well, yeah, he wins. After the match, Brock Lesnar comes out. We don't see him till he gets in the ring, and he immediately gives McIntyre an F5.
Yeah.
And then leaves.
He sold it well.
I'm glad they didn't do what they did last year, where he gave Seth 7 F5s in a row.
Right.
One's enough.
Yeah.
If it's a devastating move, you only have to do it once.
Well, Seth's a lot smaller too, so
True.
he can
And
do
plus,
more of them.
they're not Roman Reigns, so
Yeah.
one should do it.
Plus, he wrestled for 20 minutes last night.
Yeah.
Who?
So Lesnar, he's probably recovering from that.
Right.
I think it was like 30. I think it ended up being 34. Let me see.
Really?
Lesnar's time.
Lesnar, 26.
26.
And Drew McIntyre had the longest time, 34.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I got 34 from. Next up we have Rey Mysterio versus MVP.
He's back.
He's still here. Oh, you're still here?
And he's staying. Like,
They're like,
huh?
the newest addition to Raw.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
what? Like, he wasn't that popular when he was here.
No.
Right.
And now he's like back to stay, like an old version of a crappy wrestler?
Yeah.
Explain. Eric,
Like,
explain.
What happened to Zack Ryder and
How old
Kurt
do you-
Hawkins if you need jobbers?
How old do you think MVP is?
47?
49.
Do you know how old Edge is?
46. He said it on the show.
Right, 46.
Uh-huh.
MVP's 46, yet Edge looks 30 and MVP looks 60.
No,
Edge's face looks like 55, but his
Yes.
body looks 30.
Yes.
And
Well, I'm
MVP
talking
just
about-
That's correct.
he just looks old.
talking
Edge's
about their
face
body.
has aged
Yeah.
double, and Edge's body has aged at half.
I was talking
quarter
about how
speed.
their body looks and how they're moving around. Because
Edge-
MVP's got no legs.
No.
Like he can barely walk.
Right.
And Tom Phillips said that MVP coming out for the Rumble was a special moment because MVP's son got to see him, get thrown out in 10 seconds.
Really? He
What a
said that.
special moment.
Special moment.
So yeah, this was just bad. MVP is just not good anymore.
Like when like your kids get mad at you, like how old's his son, do we know?
No.
Let's say let's say he's 12, right?
Right.
And he's like, and his father's like, I brought you to the Rumble. Yeah, for 10 seconds. You know what I mean? Or something like that. I wonder if
Right.
that's a squabble at home. I'll let you watch me in the Rumble. Yeah, for 10 seconds, you stupid loser.
No, his son's favorite wrestler is probably Brock Lesnar. And so he was
Probably.
like, yeah.
That's why he brought him to the Rumble.
Yeah, sure.
So at the end, Ray went for the 619, but MVP got up for some reason and turned around. So Ray just kicked him in the back, and then MVP just fell down very slowly, and then Mysterio hit a springboard frog splash for the win. So you bring MVP back, and he's just going to job out to a random match against Rey Mysterio.
Right.
Why would you put him in the ring with a guy who's his age?
Yeah.
A combined weight? No, it's a combined age of 92 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he'll be chasing around the 24/7 title soon.
Real soon.
right. I mean, I thought Morrison got a bad deal. He jobbed twice in 24 hours.
Jobbed at the Rumble.
Jobbed at the Rumble.
Right. We are less than a week away from the big game, and now you can get in on a ton of wagering action. Like, how long will the national anthem go? Will there be a wardrobe malfunction? You never know with J-Lo and Shakira, right? How many yards will Patrick Mahomes throw for? There are literally hundreds of props to bet on before the game even starts. So head on over to betonline.ag and use our promo code CLNS50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit and get in on everything about the big game. Again, use our promo code CLNS50 at betonline.ag to receive that 50% welcome bonus. Bring the playoffs home with our exclusive sports book partner, betonline.ag. Next up, we have.
What else would you call that?
Next up, we have Aleister Black versus a jobber.
Oh, it's after the Rumble, so now the reveal. Finally, the reveal. No.
What reveal?
Of Rowan's thing.
No, this is Aleister Black.
You said I was back. Sorry. I think you jumped to Rowan.
There are multiple jobber matches.
There was a lot of jobber matches. Yeah, there really
and
were.
I'm including MVP.
True.
So Aleister Black, Black Mass for the easy win. After the match, he cuts a promo saying he will no longer wait for someone to knock on his door
because no one came.
Pick a fight with him.
Yeah.
Because now he's bringing the fight to them, which this is something he said a few months ago,
right?
And then they went away from it.
He never did it.
He's like, I guess I have to knock on someone else's door, or something like that.
And then we were saying, no, you go and call someone out. Mm-hmm. Like, don't be a pussy.
Right. He's just sitting there Indian style in his own little door room.
But he goes,
waiting for people to knock.
He's like, I'm no longer going to wait for someone to knock on my door. He should have said, because now I'm the one who knocks.
Right.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I bet someone told that to Vince afterwards and he shit himself. What a missed opportunity. Yeah.
Fuck it. We'll have Ronaldo say it on NXT.
Right.
And it won't make any sense.
Nope. No.
Like Adam Cole will knock on Regal's door and he's like, he's knocking on doors like Walter White.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, God. Yep, that's going to happen now.
Ronaldo's like listening to the show. Oh, my God, that's amazing.
It's the greatest line I've ever thought of.
Should have never blocked him on Twitter. Yeah. Next up, we have Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy come out to the ring. Seth first congratulates Drew McIntyre and tells him, enjoy it while it lasts because they're going to turn on you like that. All right? Okay, Sonny?
All right, guys.
Now finish all your cereal.
Yeah.
I hate this, Seth. I hate this version. We wanted Seth to be heel so bad, and now he's just like a little bitch heel where he's just like, oh, everything's great. Like he's not acknowledging that really he's a heel. It's lame.
Right.
Then he brags about eliminating Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe and says they're not going to WrestleMania. But you know what? I bet they go.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Seth, I bet you I don't know, $10,000 that at least one of them goes to WrestleMania.
At least one of them.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take that. One of them will get fucked over, though.
Maybe.
Because of like a John Cena return match with The Undertaker.
Seth tells Kevin Owens and Joe to come out for an ass kicking. KO and Joe come out, but ask Seth, where's AOP? So Seth tosses the Titantron to show that AOP are backstage. Owens says, that could have been pre-recorded. So Seth makes them say hello to them. They're like, hey, KO, bubba-da-booba.
Right. I thought that was funny. Like, that could be a pre-recorded segment because they do that shit all the time.
Right. And then Kevin Owens says, well, at least we don't have to go find them now. And then we see the Viking Raiders attack AOP backstage.
Not the guys who didn't win the titles from that.
Right. They don't want
to. Refs got involved like right away. Right away, there were refs everywhere.
Yeah. Well,
just let these two guys.
It's also the referee's dressing room.
It's the referee. That's where they happen to be hiding.
Yeah.
Why don't you remember that for later? Okay, the referees got involved in this. Okay, just remember that for later.
Right.
Next up, we have the tag match. It's for the tag titles. Samoa Joe does a suicide dive to Murphy, but he landed on his head in the process.
Basically, Murphy didn't catch him.
No, not really.
I don't know if this
You're not
was
supposed
real
to
or
catch
what.
him. Well, we'll talk about it later.
They've gone to this move now a few times lately.
If you look at it, it looks like
injuries.
he landed right on his face.
Right.
He maybe his foot hit the ropes.
But him arguing they go back in, that doesn't make any sense.
Sure it does.
If it's real?
Yeah.
No.
Of course it does. The mentality of an athlete is to get back. They don't care about.
But he's not an athlete. He's an
concussion.
actor. And then the director said, "Get off. We're sorry, you can't do it anymore. That's it. You don't fuck with Vince."
He's a stunt man. The stunt man would do that,
That's
just like
true.
a football player would.
Oh no, not anymore.
So Owens has to do the rest of the match by himself, and he almost wins a few times. He stuns Seth, but then Murphy rolls him up to retain. So.
Roll up.
Owens loses to a roll up.
That's the only way you can do it if it's going to be Murphy.
I guess.
Blah. Or just double team him because he's by himself and then win legitimately.
Well, yeah, why does Murphy have to pin him?
Yeah.
Next up, Charlie Caruso interviews Becky Lynch backstage. He says, I don't know why I ever doubted myself. I'm way better than all these dopes. Now that every debt is collected, The next ass I beat will be because I want to, not because I have to. And then Caruso asks, what if Charlotte challenged you at WrestleMania? And Becky says, it won't be the last time, or I'm sorry, it won't be the first time, but it'll damn well be the last time.
Will it, though?
Please, no.
Please.
Please. I think we've already seen the last time.
We should have already seen the last time.
We have.
Okay.
So Becky then turns around to show the back of her jacket that reads goat, and it also has an image of a goat.
And that goat is in her image. It's Becky as a goat. The goat had red hair and like a braid on the side.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. Woo. All right, so next up, this one's a big one.
Oh.
We have Andrade
Whoa.
versus
Hold on.
Humberto Carrillo. Oh, no, not yet, Kyrie. No,
She jumped it.
She jumped the gun.
She jumped it.
Yeah.
What did Carrillo do to earn this rematch?
He lost the night before.
He did.
And did he ever lose before that?
Oh, yeah, like every time.
Yeah.
At least come up with a reason
Right.
to have him get a rematch the very next night.
Well, he lost. He lost.
I
like,
guess,
in
yeah,
a roll up.
They did no.
Still, no, it was a roll-up.
Yeah.
He
It
lost.
was a legit loss.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Just stupid.
Loss is a loss.
Just
Sorry.
dumb.
So Carrillo hits the moonsault. It goes for the pin, but Zelina Vega breaks it up for a DQ finish.
Which means, oh no,
What does it mean?
it goes on.
He's the champ, right?
It moves on.
Yeah,
Well-
Carrillo snaps since Vega cost him the title. He attacks Andrade. Humberto pulls up the mat outside the ring and gives Andrade the hammerlock DDT right on the concrete. And then Vega cries over Andrade as the refs check on him.
Little heelish. Also, I'm kind of pissed now because it means Carrillo is getting that title.
Well.
And why should he?
It's not,
Why should he?
actually, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about this later as well. We have some info on this as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up, we have a Charlotte Flair in-ring promo. She says, at WrestleMania, I will challenge for a championship. And everyone boos. So she's a heel again. I guess. I don't know. She's like, I'm still thinking about it. But then she's interrupted by the Kabuki Warriors.
Who are heels?
Asuka cuts a long promo in Japanese. And then they attack her. And we go to the commercial while they're beating up Charlotte. And then back from commercial, we're starting a one-on-one match between Charlotte and Asuka.
Makes sense.
What happened
it?
during the commercial?
Does it make sense?
Complete.
Who made this match? Was the anonymous GM? Who did it?
Who did this?
Who done this?
Who did this match?
So, and this match went a while, maybe like 20 minutes.
Long time.
Charlotte locked in the figure eight, but Kairi Sane came off the top rope and hit the insane elbow for the DQ. Every match is like a DQ finish or like a roll up or, unless it's a jobber match.
I don't
Yeah.
care whether she's a heel or a face. If she's going to get interrupted, there's no reason for her to have said, because they announced, you don't have to wait. We're going to know tonight who she's facing at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
They're saying that. So she could have come out and said, I'm going to face, and then have Asuka's music hit. Even if she's a
Right.
heel, you could have done that.
Yes.
Wait,
And
false advertising from WWE?
Right.
Hey, how was that Sasha Banks and Lacey Evans match last week on SmackDown? And then the week before?
Yeah.
But still, like, you can have them announce it, and then
Well,
Asuka interrupts
that's
her.
exactly what
so it's
happened.
nobody's fault. You know what I mean? Like, it's Asuka getting some heat.
Right.
Not, I'm not telling. Like, what?
Suck my dick.
So stupid.
Oh, look, I'm going to fight a heel now, even though I'm a heel.
Right.
Heel.
And that's what happened with Asuka when she won the Rumble. They had Alexa and Charlotte come in the ring, hold up their titles, and as she's about to pick,
I don't think
Yeah,
she
but at least that was
Oh,
yeah.
That was
But
a
I mean,
cool
it's
moment.
it's a way to like prolong it without doing something stupid, you know?
right. Well, there's info on this later that we'll talk about.
Oh,
Shit's getting crazy.
we just have info and everything.
But anyways,
Should
so
we just cut to news?
Kyrie hits the insane elbow. That's her finisher.
Yeah.
That she's won championships that way.
Yes.
Correct.
And then right after that, Charlotte gets up and beats the shit out of Kyrie.
Yes.
You just took the fucking elbow.
Right.
no sold the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And she was even like in her figure 8 arch.
Yeah.
Had to hurt worse, is your point.
Exactly.
Had to have hurt worse.
Nope.
Like,
No.
no sell.
Right. So, yeah, that was dumb. Next up, we go even dumber. The Street Profits are backstage, hype and raw. But then Kelly walks up, and things get weird.
Oh, no.
What's up, guys? It's Kelly! Holla, 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 holla! So my girls
right, first of all, Montez Ford. That's my thing, asshole.
It is.
I do that.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Can we get one?
Listeners of the podcast. Hello, hello, hello. And all the girls and the boys and the girls and the boys and the girls and the boys and the girls and the boys.
That's the song.
That's the song.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as we know, we've never been able to hear anything else.
All right, so here's the rest.
I'm Montez Ford. I'm Angelo Dawkins.
I know who you are.
AKA the Dog Knight. AKA the Dog Father. AKA Dog Vader.
Did you just call yourself Doc Vader?
Yup.
Yup. That's the punchline. The punchline is yup.
Wait. You said bitch? You said that word, bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like that. It's just like, you just call yourself the Darth Vader, and he was like, yep. Like, did I really say that out loud? Oops.
It's like that one guy from fucking Storage Wars. Like, that was his gimmick. He went, yep, instead of actually bidding. Yep.
So then after that, they just they just dance together. And
Yeah. So is she back or
weird.
just had nothing to do on a Monday?
No, she was just looking for cock.
They cart.
Well, Joe wasn't there, so.
Yeah.
Why else would she walk up while they're talking about Raw? They're like, oh, and then next up it's going to be this and the Kelly. And she's like, hey, I'm here.
For a reason.
For what?
Yeah. You know, I wasn't there. If I was backstage at Raw, Eric, I would have had a sign around my neck saying free foot massages for WWE divas.
Yeah.
Divas.
I was hired by
Divas.
the catering
Only
company.
Not
divas.
women's division wrestlers.
Yeah.
People who used to go by diva.
Hey, Kelly,
We're
you're the
limiting
only
this to Kelly.
You're the only diva here.
Yeah.
Next up, we have 24/7 champion Mojo Raleigh come out to the ring with Riddick Moss. And Mojo says...
Even the announcers were like, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
So Mojo says this is no longer the hide-and-seek coward championship. Anyone can get it anytime, any place. But like any franchise QB knows... He's not a franchise QB.
He was never a QB. And by the way, before he ever starts talking, they announce him as, and his offensive lineman,
Yeah.
Yes.
Riddick
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. We're just meeting him for the first time. The announcers have no idea why he's out there, yet the ring announcer has a name for him already.
Yes.
Right.
Made no sense.
Yeah.
That was
Mojo
stupid.
slipped him a 20. And
Yeah.
I guess.
Call him my offensive lineman because I'm the franchise quarterback.
Like any franchise QB knows, you need a strong offensive lineman to watch your blind side. Get it? Because the movie. So then Mojo intros Riddick Moss, who's going to cock block anyone that tries to get his title.
Right. So I guess that a tag team that was Riddick Moss and Dan Matha
It's
in
over.
NXT, it's done.
It's gone. It's done.
Robert Stone found a new client.
Or Riddick Moss is just going to do double duty because it was never on NXT TV
Ever.
It was only at house shows. Duty.
He's a dude.
So we have Mojo Raleigh versus No Way Jose for the 24/7 title.
In a bell match.
Mojo wins in 15 seconds, and his finisher now is he just lifts you up in the air and slams you face first, which is like what?
Well, when you're fighting jobbers.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
So after the match, Truth, disguised as a hamburger, coked up conga line member,
Yep.
rolls up Mojo to win the title back. But then after that, Riddick Moss gets in Truth's way, like any good offensive lineman would. They should have had Truth try to go side to side, and he blocks him.
does like this.
Right.
See, his pass blocking him.
Yeah.
But then Mojo gives R-Truth his finisher to win back the title.
So now Mojo's that guy.
I mean, this is better than Truth, I think. Although Truth is still winning it.
Right.
But at least you're actually having official matches for it now. I mean, I don't.
He is up to 33, I believe. If that's the official number.
Oh, boy.
I'm almost
My
certain.
God.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Lana versus Liv Morgan with Rusev and Lashley barred from ringside.
Bard.
We still don't know why they're fighting.
No.
We don't, and they even gave us a little tidbit of information. They're
Yeah.
like, they should have been in the Rumble, but they were in the parking lot fighting or something like that. They said that a lot. I'm like, You didn't have to tell us that. We didn't care.
Yeah.
We don't care that you had to say why they weren't.
And usually when someone's, fighting in the... Wait, they were in the Rumble, though.
No, they were not.
No, sir.
Rusev or Lashley.
No, sir.
Oh, Rusev and Lashley. Okay, I thought you were talking about Lana and...
No, they were saying,
Liv.
that's why.
Okay.
They were too busy fighting.
That's weird
backstage.
because usually they cut to that. They always cut to people fighting backstage.
Well, not only that, it's like, that's why they were too busy fighting. They had to get other people. Like, Edge was like, I'll do it.
Yeah. Hey, you. Me? Yeah, you. Yeah, get over here. Can you wrestle?
I brought my gear just in case.
Yeah.
I
guess
34.
Well, my wife about to go to the hospital.
So I
with
guess
my wife.
Edge and MVP just happen to be standing around. They're like, "Where's Rusev and Lashley?"
No, I guess. 34 title reigns for R-Truth.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's so stupid.
So yeah, again, we don't know why Liv and Lana are fighting. We don't even know why. We don't know why they hate each other. We know nothing about their relationship that they supposedly had.
Yeah.
Like when? While she was fucking Lashley? While she was with Rusev? When?
Rusev,
please.
We know
Indulge
nothing.
us.
But Liv hits a new finisher for the win. I don't even know how to describe it. It was really weird.
It was something. It was like a DDT off the ropes.
It wasn't a DDT. It was like a reverse rock bottom.
Yeah.
It was kind of like R-Truth's finisher, but like off the ropes a little bit. You know?
Or like Jeff Jarrett's, kind of like the stroke.
It doesn't matter. Liv wins.
It was actually none of these things.
Who cares? Yeah. Next up, we have Eric Rowan versus a jobber.
There it is.
Same old Monday Night Raw. There's nothing about Monday Night Raw that is fun. No.
Oh wow. Poison. Oh, we got an extra one.
Iron Claw for the win.
Yeah.
That's it.
And still no reveal.
That's it.
Nothing.
Still no reveal.
Nope.
So yeah.
Still.
Okay, so
This is WrestleMania.
everything so far was anything good?
No. Not really.
Yeah, not really. A lot of jobber stuff.
Like, okay, the tag match for the tag titles, it was a good match.
Yeah.
And then a roll up.
Yes.
That was like the only decent thing.
Right.
McIntyre just squashed Gallows and Anderson. This is okay. So then we have the Edge's return, which I think this fooled a lot of people into thinking that Raw was a great show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
No, it was 2.5 hours of shit.
Yeah.
And then Edge and Orton made it made that segment great.
Yeah.
A great segment. Bad show with a great segment.
Yeah. What would you call that? That's her finisher.
What would I call it? I have no idea.
like-
No, he's asking you. Name it.
No. Yeah. So she jumps, sits on the ropes while grabbing their
It's
head.
almost like my facelift.
Live-tastic.
The Joe facelift.
Yeah, live-tastic. That's what they'll call it.
That's what her outfit
She's
is.
really hot though. I don't care what they call it. She's really
Yeah.
All right. Are we done watching Raw?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
watch Raw.
So yeah, Edge comes out. He thanks the crowd for the reaction that we gave him at the Royal Rumble.
Us personally.
Yes. The fans chant, "You still got it," and Edge says, "You're damn right I do."
Yeah, that was fun.
Then he says, "I'm sure everyone's asking, how am I standing here? It's been 9 years since, I had to retire. But I was feeling better over the years, and I thought, what if? What if I came back home?"
So I got to work. I got a second neck surgery, and then I busted my ass. I got in the best shape of my life at 46 years old so I could step back in here so I could step back in here and end my career on my terms.
That is why I'm announcing my retirement.
Right now, before anyone hurts
My
me.
terms.
Yeah. I was at the Rumble. That was great. So he says, "I don't know how long, this is going to last, but I hope all of you join me on this ride." Edge gets a yes chant, and he says, "Wow, that's my first yes chant. I got to thank Daniel Bryan for that one."
Yeah.
Then he says, "I know I'm a little bit older. I'm a little bit grayer. I got some crow's feet, but it's the roadmap that got me here."
And I have one thing that you can't fabricate, you can't fake, you can't force down someone's throat and tell them that you have unless you have it. And the way you know is you look someone dead in the eye. I have grit.
Sure does.
I'll tell you this. It's funny. Grit is like this popular thing that's going around like crazy. I went to Dallas last week for AT&T's leadership kind of kickoff. And they had some lady talk, Angela Duckworth, who wrote the book Grit, about how they did like a study amongst like, what is it? Is it intelligence? Is it like grit? Which grit is basically like,
oh yeah, that was a TED talk.
hard work. Yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah,
like hard work, like someone who can do like does above and beyond. And like the people that had grit were like the Navy SEALs who made it over like the ones who tested better, students who made it like became doctors that had lower test scores. Like grit was more important than like even intelligence. So grit's a really, really popular thing right now, which is interesting that he said that.
He has it.
Yeah,
and he's
has
got it.
He also there was also a really cool part where he mentioned he was like, I saw some old faces at the Rumble. I saw some new faces. Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Matt Riddle, and then he goes Seth Rollins, and he looked angry when he said it, like as if that was like a little callback to when Seth almost broke his neck. And like that'll be a great feud whenever that happens
for sure.
So then Randy Orton comes out, gets in the ring, gives Edge a big hug. Edge is crying, and Orton talks about how Edge has helped him in the past when he dug himself into a hole. He says, Edge pulled me out. And then Randy says, you're talking about what ifs. So what if Rated RKO got back together one more time? So, of course, the crowd cheers. But then Randy does...
Sorry.
Really?
Yeah. You knew?
Yeah. This is what he always does.
He just
Randy does. Recently. Randy did what he always does.
Randy do what Randy do.
Yeah.
And I was riding the high from the Rumble, and now the Rated RKO are coming back. I'm like, you know what? Then I was like, oh, wait, who are they going to fight?
Yeah, exactly.
And I swear, right before it did, I was like, oh, wait. Oh,
no.
Well, especially because they eliminated the OC at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, that could have been.
Like,
plus, Edge eliminated him at the Rumble.
But Edge threw him out.
Revenge.
Revenge.
Fuck you, man,
It's a dish best served cold.
Yes. So an RKO to Edge. Sure. And after... Yeah, so an RKO to Edge. Edge holds his neck right after that, like, and he's in shock. He's acting so good. He's selling it so well, like something's really wrong. Like already, just from the RKO. He's like, oh, God, my neck. And then Randy brings a... and this is again where it's like when Randy Orton gives a shit.
Yeah,
he's the best.
He is.
He's the best.
Yeah,
like when he gives it. Seriously, you could make that argument.
Jeez,
when he cares, he's the best, and he was the fucking best here.
Think about his career, and when he's the heel's heel.
Yeah,
the things he's done.
Yeah,
right.
The things he handcuffs your wife.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he handcuffs you. Then he DDTs your wife. And in front of you.
Do it.
Kisses her on the lips.
God.
Calm down, Otis.
That's some fucking rapey, crazy shit.
Oh, yeah.
And only he could do that.
Yeah.
Only he can do that.
Yeah.
So you're right. Like when he wants to be.
Yeah.
When he cares.
When he's not phoning it in.
Well, it was so great
fire.
how they did this whole thing. So he brings a chair in the ring, hits Edge in the back multiple times. Then he puts Edge's, head and neck through the chair and gets on the second rope like he's going to jump off and stop on it.
And I was like, how are they going to bring Edge back from this?
Yeah.
Like if he does this, his career would obviously be over again.
His life would be over.
His character's career would be over again.
Well, so he's about to jump on it, but then he doesn't. He's doing the whole lie of voices again. He doesn't jump on it. Instead, he removes the chair. And then he sort of leans against the ropes like, oh, God, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm going crazy again. But then he leaves the ring, brings in another chair, and then he does even worse than what he was going to do. He gives Edge the concerto.
Yeah.
And
the return of the concerto.
It looks so brutal.
Here's what I want to know.
And the crowd was about to throw up too.
I want to know when's the last time we saw the concerto?
Right.
It had to be 10 years at least.
Just wait for trivia, my friend.
Oh, you have it?
No.
Because that's something that
no concerto trivia.
That's something that Rated RKO would do.
Yeah.
Remember they did it to Flair, and he was twitching, and Edge did twitch a little bit.
Oh, I love the twitch.
Yeah,
because if you get hit, you're already out.
Yeah.
Your body has to react because otherwise, how can you sell a devastating move when you're unconscious?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fucking concerto, man. They actually convince Vince to let them do a chair shot to the head.
Oh God, right.
On TV and show it.
Right.
So good.
Damn.
So it was a great ending.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of the show kind of sucked, but at least it had this great ending. So, at least that was worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, just give me a segment that was this good. It's been a long time since we had a segment this good.
Correct.
So that was the end of Raw. Good, great ending.
Great ending to Raw.
So let's give some awards. So who'd you have for worst dressed?
I had the Truth Burger.
I did as well.
I had Riddick Moss. He looked like he was wearing like jobber tights. Like, what the fuck, man?
You're telling me R-Truth had a better dress.
Well, he was in disguise.
He was in disguise.
Riddick Moss looked like garbage. Like, Truth is supposed to look like garbage. Riddick Moss looked like trash.
Yeah.
Best dressed.
YOLO.
Liv Morgan.
Yeah, for sure.
You only live once.
Right.
Yeah.
Worst acting?
Lana. They gave her the mic again. Fuck that.
I had Angelo Dawkins.
Yeah, I had Doc Vader.
Yeah. He wins plenty of awards.
I had Dark.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dark
That's
Knight.
also my worst comment. Best acting?
I had Kevin Owens. Listening to him talk throughout the match, and it was funny. I was laughing.
I had Randy Orton. He had me going.
I mean, it had to be Edge or Orton. I had Edge.
Yeah.
They were both fantastic.
I mean,
what?
either's good.
Edge is crying, knowing that, you know what I mean? Like, he was acting like he knew he's about to get, or you know what I mean, destroyed by him.
Right.
So the fact that he had real tears, yeah, I'll go with Edge. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, Edge and Orton were amazing. Worst comment? Again, I had Doc Vader.
Doc Vader.
Okay, I had Jerry the King. When Mysterio came out, he said, "In no better place to do this in his home state of San Antonio, Texas."
His home state of San Antonio, Texas?
Yes. When Mysterio is from San Diego, California.
He was referring to MVP.
I thought it was
think.
MVP.
No, he was referring to Mysterio.
Okay.
Because even MVP's from Houston.
Well, he lives in Houston now.
He lives in Houston. Yeah, but it's still a mistake.
No, but they
mistake,
introduced MVP from Miami.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, still a mistake.
Okay.
It's Lawler.
Yeah, it's Lawler.
Best comment?
Seth Rollins. Edge saying it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I had, you damn right I do. When they're like,
Yeah, me too.
you still got it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Worst match?
MVP versus Ray.
Correct.
That was my slow-mo. My worst match was Rowan versus Jobber because it's every fucking week.
Yeah,
All right.
that was my slow-mo.
All right.
My slow-mo was Charlotte versus Asuka.
All right. Best match?
I don't know.
Tag title match?
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Right.
Tag match?
Sweep it?
I guess.
Huh?
Well,
Worst move?
619 botch.
Yes, but that was all MVP's fault.
Yeah.
yeah, I the MVP fucking jump shot thing.
What was
his
he?
rock,
Oh my god!
his people's elbow thing.
so
Yeah.
Where he
bad.
stopped,
His
pretended
ballin'.
to do the jump shot. I'm just like, no.
It's even worse.
No!
It's even worse when you look 80 years old.
Right.
Best move?
Concerto.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Concerto.
Sweep
Right.
Easiest sweep it ever.
Ever.
Worst moment?
Street Profits. And
Easiest
Kelly
sweep it ever.
Dawkins, Street Profits. Poor Kelly.
My god.
I love her.
Best moment?
Edge Orton promo.
Just the turn.
For
everything.
sure.
This whole segment.
All that jazz.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
All right, on to breaking news. Did you hear
to
about
cover.
this?
Yes.
Styles?
No, well, that's kind of rumors. I mean, just because we don't know the extent of everything, so we'll get to
Yeah.
that later. But WWE, this is for sure confirmed. WWE announced it. They suspended Andrade for 30 days
That was real?
Yeah.
for violating the wellness policy. Yes, that's why.
So they wait for the Rumble and Raw and then suspend him.
Supposedly.
that's why he gave him the DDT on the concrete.
Supposedly it happened
Supposedly.
Monday.
It did?
Yeah.
So, but they still, again, they still let him wrestle.
Right.
No
Well,
entity.
And
if
they
you-
wrote him off.
But that's fucking retarded.
It is.
If you have a policy, you're not a real sport. You don't have to have a drug policy, but whatever. Like, if you have a policy and you find the results, he's about to go on, and you want to be a legitimate organization, you go, sorry, we'll have to come up with something else. You fucking failed.
No, you're still gonna wrestle one
Or
more
make
match.
them drop the title. What's worse than having
Yeah.
to drop the title
Yeah,
when
but-
you fail the...
Yeah, but why didn't he drop the title?
Right.
Why didn't he drop the title?
Oh, because Carrillo's never going to win it?
No, because Charlotte Flair is his fiance.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't drop the title.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Everyone who gets suspended that has a title drops the title.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's true. RVD had to lose 2 titles back to back
I still think Carrillo's winning that title.
no.
Really?
No.
in a month.
Why wouldn't he just
Sure.
win it? Why wouldn't he just have won it there?
This is how they. I'm not the WWE.
But
we're
he's-
brothers. We
okay.
have this podcast together.
All right.
Why?
Um,
Who knows? Because they have to wrestle 17 times first before he wins.
No,
the
he's
stupid
suspended
thing.
for 30 days. If you're going to give Carrillo the title, you give it to him now because he's getting suspended.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
So that's
But
why
they didn't
he's-
want to change the script.
That's why he's never winning the title.
Tune
hope
into
you're
this month's Patreon,
I hope
Andrew
you're right.
versus Joe,
Yeah.
on why
In a
Andrade
fist
should
fight,
have dropped the
apparently.
title.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, sure.
Carrillo wins the title by WrestleMania. Fair?
By WrestleMania?
Yeah,
It's like
2 months.
2
from now.
months,
Fine.
2.5 months.
Fine. But if it's not after Mania, I get that $1.
You got it.
Also, remember when WWEshop.com put the Fiend Championship title up for sale?
Uh-huh.
How much did it cost?
60.
$7,000.
Yeah.
$6,500.
Uh-huh.
It's on sale now.
Oh.
Eric already knows.
6,200.
Eric already knows.
All right. I mean, they showed it now. It's on sale, so it's definitely less.
Yes.
6,000.
Nope.
4,000.
Nope.
6,400.
No.
I don't know.
$429.
Same one.
Yes.
Supposedly.
So
That's what it has the same
supposedly-
description.
Yeah.
So like it's like literally no one, not one person purchased that title.
I guess
Most
not.
likely.
They should have marked like, "Hey, we made a mistake. We put 6,500. Don't know where that came from. Anyway, it's $400."
How do you go from 6,500 to 429?
And you sure it's the same exact?
Yes, the
Like the last
description's the
one
same. It
wasn't
says
like-
Tom Savini's people are making
Tom
it.
Savini like made this one himself in his basement.
Not
It wasn't
himself,
that
but
one?
his team.
I know. I'm saying the
And
first
every
one.
title's custom, and yeah, it's the same description.
Supposedly numbered.
Although it has the same description that you get in the mail, and it's a little plastic piece of shit.
Probably.
It's like it's the fucking Fiend mask that I bought, and they just threw it on a title like what you did.
Yeah.
They threw it on some
We
piece of
should
shit.
now we have to order one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, Sammy Guevara did his own DX invasion at the Royal Rumble at Minute Maid Park. He was outside in a child-sized tank and had like a megaphone and was quoting Scott Steiner's math promo. Talk about fucking lame.
Right.
Lame as fuck. Like, not even funny.
Yeah.
Like, just, dude, that's lame as shit.
It would have been great if we would have seen him and we could have called him over.
Right.
Because if we had just seen a guy in a small tank like that, obviously, hey, come over here, we want to interview.
We wouldn't have even known it was him. We'd be like, look at this
Probably.
fucking idiot.
Yeah. We probably would have said it on the loudspeaker. Hey, idiot in the tank, come
Yeah,
here.
right.
Oh,
Oh, you don't think he was like, "It's me, Sammy Guevara, AEW's Sammy." Like I'm sure he said it repeatedly.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's like,
the
"Who the
video,
fuck is this guy?"
the only video is like him doing Scott Steiner's math promo.
right. So
It's
did he
so
go to the
weird.
Rumble?
I don't know. Probably. He's probably a big fan. You have any news?
No.
All right, so on to rumors.
A lot of them.
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe.
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet.
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance.
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed.
So multiple sites are reporting that Edge signed with WWE for 3 years at $3 million a year. They probably announced it on Backstage, or they're about to announce it on the Backstage show that airs while we record this podcast.
$3
Yeah.
million, not bad.
$3 million a year.
Sure, good money, good money.
Not even close to what Lesnar gets, though, or Roman. But they're saying he will have about 3 to 5 matches a year and will make 25 TV appearances. That's the part that seems a little odd to me. If you're only going to wrestle 3 to 5
yeah,
times,
that math doesn't
why
work.
would you show up every other week?
Right.
Yeah,
You know? So that doesn't really make sense, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Also, Pro Wrestling Sheet reported that Brock Lesnar and Matt Riddle had a verbal altercation backstage at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Apparently, Riddle tried to engage in a conversation with Brock, but Brock told him, "Kid, you might as well stop saying my name and tagging me in shit because you and I will never work together."
Bro.
And then he said, bro, and then he F5'd them on a table. No.
I think ultimately Matt Riddle could be pushed. It's not my opinion. I mean, I think WWE could look at him as like the next Hogan. He's got the big blonde hair. He's popular. He's got a cool gimmick. And let me tell you something, Lesnar. If you're going to be around in 5 years, you'll be fighting this kid for the title. Hate to tell you.
Unless he keeps talking himself into a corner, digging himself into a hole.
Right.
Seems to be pissing a lot of people off.
That's true.
Riddle or
Riddle.
Yeah.
Riddle, yeah.
You, by the way, I went back today. I watched some Matt Riddle fights from UFC, and he was actually fighting like in 2012. And he looks like a little boy. It's hilarious.
Really?
Like,
Really?
He looks so. I mean, not like his face,
Right.
Because he was so young, and it was even then he was like talking shit, and so yeah. Also, Dave Meltzer is reporting that Charlotte Flair is going to be challenging Rhea Ripley for the NXT Championship at WrestleMania. And PW Insider is saying that Charlotte will be on NXT this week. And it's funny, like, I had this thought in my head, but I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no way they do that with Charlotte.
Right.
But
I don't like it.
I kind of believe it now.
I don't like it.
I don't think I like it either.
Yeah. I don't like it. How long is she the NXT Women's Champion for? She's not losing to Ripley at WrestleMania.
Yeah, she'll beat Ripley. That's
no.
the problem.
Right.
Right.
So, like, how long does she hold it for?
Yeah.
She just becomes NXT now?
No way.
Charlotte Flair's NXT? Is that how big they want to build this brand?
Right.
They must really be going for they're all the same. Like next year's draft, you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
They might be going for that, just to build 3 complete brands. But that's NXT's great because it's not WWE.
Yeah.
If you just make it another brand, then it's all going to suck.
Unless Andrade goes back, I don't see her going to NXT permanently, or at least for like a while. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Oh, God. So we'll know tomorrow.
See, they're saying she's going to be there tomorrow. I think that's too soon. Because Ripley still has to defend it against Belair at TakeOver in, I think, what, a week and a half or whatever it is.
Right. Mm-hmm. You're right.
So I would wait till after that. I don't. It doesn't make sense to show up tomorrow.
Right. For
So,
sure.
I don't know. We'll see. And then Meltzer's also saying that AJ Styles separated his shoulder during the Rumble after selling a spear from Edge, which is why he exited early. And this puts AJ in jeopardy of missing WrestleMania.
With a separated shoulder, huh?
It says 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah, because then how does he build up his program if he can't?
Right.
Unless he just does it all
Usually, if
verbally.
you can't build your program, then you don't.
You're out.
You're out. You know.
Unless you're like The Rock or Brock Lesnar or
Hey, yeah, that's true. Hey, you know what? Go hang out with the kids. They miss you, buddy.
Right.
all 4 of them,
Yeah.
5 of them.
It's funny, like, you know, that. I mean, I obviously you can't wrestle with that, but going back, like Beth Phoenix, again, had that huge cut open. You know what I mean?
Right.
She must have suffered a concussion, yet she stayed in for another 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, that's like their mentality. Like, I'm staying in this match. I got to finish.
Right.
And-
Edge tweeted, "My wife's a badass."
Yeah.
So I'm sure he would have said something different if it was worse.
Right.
They probably just stitched it up and they're like, "You lost a lot of blood, but you seem to be fine."
Yeah.
So I don't know how.
I think they could still keep a wrestle.
That's the other thing that'll be interesting is, will she be on commentary for NXT this week?
Right.
Probably not.
Probably
Maybe.
not. That's a lot. That's a bad injury.
I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that... Because we still don't know how it happened.
They showed like on the ring post her head against it, but it looked
So
like
she
it was
probably
already
hit like a metal part.
a
Yeah.
corner or something.
Like maybe the padding was
But with
off
the-
a little
the
bit.
picture that I saw,
the
her-
actual post.
The post, yeah.
Not the corner turnbuckle.
But when her head was against it in the picture, but her hair was already bloody. It didn't like shatter her head. So I don't know. I don't know
That
how
had
she
to
did
have been a concussion then. That's hitting that hard.
maybe.
it. Can't have a partial concussion. Either concussed or you're not.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I wouldn't throw her on an airplane. 72 hours later or
Yeah.
48 hours later.
Right.
Yeah.
So that'd be tough. Yeah.
And then also apparently Samoa Joe was legit injured when he hit Murphy with the suicide dive, and he suffered a concussion. So, Samoa Joe gets injured a lot. He actually had a good run for a while.
Poor
right.
guy.
Well, maybe they'll put him back on commentary.
No,
That's going away.
Back. That was only so AOP could slam him.
I guess so.
But,
but it was
concussions could last a long time or not, so hopefully he gets over it quickly.
I feel like you could still build a program with AJ. Like, you could keep him on TV, like, in a shoulder sling with the OC.
Yeah, you could. Punk's done that. It actually works well when they do that.
Right, and you could build up some sort of 6-man tag for Mania.
Against who?
I don't know. One of our listeners, Justin Grubb, messaged me. He's like, "How funny would it be if like they put Edge with the Viking Raiders because he's on that Viking show?"
Oh, right.
Like cross promotion. So Edge and the Viking Raiders versus the OC.
Oh God.
But he'll probably fight.
Pass.
He's gonna fight
if
Orton
AJ
at
Styles
Mania.
is wrestling, I guess I'd be okay with it.
Oh, for a regular match, not like a Mania match.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to see that at Mania.
Right.
Yeah.
I want a singles match with Edge, and this Orton thing is working perfectly so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's leave it at that.
All right.
Any other rumors?
No, you got mine.
Oh, those were yours?
They were.
All right. Trivia.
I put them on the internet.
Trivia.
Wait, which ones did you make up?
All of them.
You're everyone's source?
Yeah.
Wow, the Slamilton.
It's crazy.
So these are fun facts about last night. Numbers and stats from Sunday night's Rumble.
Okay.
Work together or
What is
compete?
this, true or false?
No. Work together or compete?
Is this 3 facts and a fib?
No.
We'll
They're
work
just random
together.
Questions. Okay, let's work together this week.
Work together.
If you disagree,
Fine.
then you can both answer. All right. So the first question is, how many men were credited with an elimination in the men's Royal Rumble?
So Brock had the first 13.
Yeah.
Drew
So
had the
it's-
next 3. I'll give you that
Under
much.
17.
I'm going to say 10.
I'll go 10. I'll agree with Eric.
It's less than 10.
8.
It's less than 8.
6.
It is more
7.
than 6.
This isn't a comment. You said work together.
I win.
So only 7 men were credited with elimination because
Wow.
Brock had 13, Drew had 6.
Right.
And then
That's right.
only 5 other guys threw someone out.
Right.
How many men lasted under a minute?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Because the Lesnar run, you know what I mean?
Right. Maybe like
7.
Higher.
Yeah. 13?
Lower.
Okay.
Yeah, because some of Lesnar's didn't.
All right.
Like Keith Lee, Braun Strowman,
7,
Ricochet.
13, 10.
9. 9 guys lasted under a minute. Do you remember which women lasted the longest?
Charlotte.
No.
Bianca Belair?
Bianca Belair?
Yeah.
A longer time.
Bullshit.
All right, if you... I just got to look it up to prove me wrong.
No, I just want to see what her time was.
I think it was like 30 to 28 or
I
something
want
like
to
that.
see how close. 33. Flair was 27.
Yeah. All right, close that real quick. 'Cause I have a question about that. So, if you combine Raw and SmackDown and NXT with NXT UK, who had more women in the Women's Rumble?
NXT UK.
That's incorrect. Raw and SmackDown had 13. No, I'm sorry. They had, 13 to their 12. And then the rest were either free agents or whatever. So, yeah, they only had one more than NXT, which is interesting.
Huh.
Last question. How many WWE superstars were announced for the men's match but did not participate? We talked about this, right? Like we were kind of joking.
Yeah.
Man, all these guys are announced. They only have to add 4 more. But every year they do this. So how many were this year? You know
6.
2 of them.
6.
It is 5. Can you name them?
Rusev, Lashley.
Yep.
Tucker and Otis.
Yep. 1 more.
R-Truth.
He was not announced.
So that's like a does he count or does he not count?
So Otis was in the women's, but not the men's, even though he was announced for the men's.
Right.
We were yelling this name when we there's only 2 names left. Like there was only 2 slots
This is
left.
just the men's?
Just the men's. When there were 3 spots left, we were like,
Right, Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, Buddy Murphy. So there you go. And that's your trivia.
Okie dokie.
Wow.
All right, fan questions. And here we go. Jake Baker pushed Fire Barry at WrestleMania. McIntyre versus Brock. Becky versus Shayna. Charlotte versus Rhea.
I'm going to fire Charlotte Rhea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want her to win the NXT title. I'm gonna push McIntyre Brock because that's what I wanted, and I'm gonna
bury Becky Shayna.
Yeah, because that would still be a fun match.
I think so.
But you're still burying it.
I am.
Yeah.
Tyler Jones, other than Punk, who's the man/woman you would want to see return? We've said this many times, AJ Lee.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with that.
Yeah,
You know,
no, that's accurate.
I just want to hear that music. Slide it up, slide it up, slide it up, slide it up, slide it up. Just stick it together and just slide it up.
There it is. There it is. We should do a whole album of you singing.
I have that
women's songs.
I've been planning this for a year. I have the list right here.
What's wrong with wrestling?
I was gonna make a YouTube video. I still want to make it. There's Kelly
Look at the
Kelly,
top two. Kelly, AJ Lee.
AJ Lee, Stephanie McMahon. You know, Shane McMahon. Here comes your brother.
Here comes your brother.
You doing John Cena.
Oh yeah.
Abadu. Me doing Lesnar. Just HBK.
I was the one. I had the worst one that you guys made fun of for a long time.
I thought that was Jericho's. Oh.
Yeah, your Jericho's bone. Delete, bone. Delete, bone. Delete, bone.
Delete, bone. Delete.
HBK.
Yeah.
Nikki Bella. You can touch, but you can't touch. Brie Mode. Roman Reigns. Ronda Rousey. Habba reputation. Of course, Sunny.
Oh my God.
I know you want me.
I know you want me.
Sasha Banks.
I know you want me, baby.
I had a dream. I had a dream. I had a dream. I had a dream.
And then we closed the album with Nia Jax.
Nia Jax. I'm a monster. I look just like a monster. Yeah. Rey Mysterio and then Jericho with all three different versions of Jericho.
Oh boy.
And then Joe's version of Jericho. And then Eric's version of Jericho. Yeah, I got to do that at some point. We got to make that happen.
You know what I mean? Break the wall down.
Yeah. Nick Ryder, would you like to see Christian come back for one more match tagging with Edge? Of course.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Although I think he has something as well. I think he had too many concussions, and that's why he.
I believe that's accurate. Correct.
Jason Deerham, was Samoa Joe's dive the worst suicide dive you've seen because he could have killed himself, or was it the best suicide dive you've seen because he could have killed himself?
Jesus.
Get it?
Emphasis on the suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah. DeMarcus Moreland. So what the fuck happened to Cain Velasquez? I don't know, and I don't care.
Yeah, he said he was going to be in the Rumble. Nope.
And Vince was like, you don't make the fucking matches, you bastard. You're going to job to Lesnar again.
And he said it like a week before the Rumble.
A few weeks.
I mean, it was recently.
Yeah.
Weird.
Jeff Worrell, do you think the women's division could pull off its own standalone show, like weekly show? I think they would benefit from not being split up. I would love it. What about you guys? I think that would just make it like 205 Live.
Right.
That's why 205 Live struggles, because then it's like, oh, they can't get on the main show. They have to have their own little show.
Right.
I don't think it would be good. I think it actually would hurt them.
I think it would hurt the men's division as well.
Yeah.
Because then you'd have to fill up more freaking jobber matches.
And I'm not watching any more shows, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not watching any more shows.
Enough!
It's too many. Steve the Don Valente, which pop was louder? Edge returning, Drew winning, or Drew eliminating Lesnar? It wasn't even close. It was Edge.
Yeah.
Edge was a big pop. Drew eliminating Brock was a monster pop as well.
It was big.
Yeah.
But nothing was as big as Edge. Edge had it.
It's incredible.
Prince McMahon, with the rumors of Riddle and Brock getting into it backstage. Who would you rather? Would you rather see them in a WWE wrestling match or a UFC fight? This is ridiculous. Lesnar would murder him in a UFC fight.
First of all,
yeah.
I wouldn't want to see that fight because they're both not UFC wrestlers anymore or UFC fighters anymore.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be garbage anyway.
But Lesnar would kill him. He's
I
like,
don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why they have weight classes. He's like twice his weight alone. He would just take him to the ground.
Sit on him.
He would take him to the ground in 2 seconds. Yeah. Unless like Brock charges and Riddle gets a lucky knee strike or something like. But Riddle wasn't like this huge star in UFC.
True.
Right.
Whereas Lesnar was one of the Lesnar before McGregor came around. Lesnar was the most popular. You know, he had the most viewership in UFC history
Before Rousey. Yeah. And then Rousey, then McGregor. Jesus.
Yeah. Tone EC, have you ever considered updating the Shawn Michaels image on the podcast logo? Perhaps give him the look he had when he came out of retirement in Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
That would be too sad.
It would.
That would be way too sad.
Couldn't do it. Although now I'm thinking about it, that image with like Roman Reigns standing there instead of Shawn Michaels, that might be funny because we're all like fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Wearing our shirts, you know.
Alex Verduzco would Andrade still be U.S. champ if he wasn't smashing Charlotte Flair? Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Andrew says no.
A lasagna enthusiast, I'm sure you heard it already, but they cut away from Edge's first spear. Okay.
Yes.
Have we heard it?
So I tweeted about this.
Oh, so stupid.
They told, like, we were there in person, and obviously, like, we were on the floor, so we didn't see Edge till, like, he got in the ring.
Yeah.
Because they don't show video of it, which is another annoying thing in person. Like,
Some they did, but not everybody.
Right. MVP, we saw him walking into the ring, but
Yeah.
we can't see Edge.
right. But when you watch it back on the network, I counted. You want to guess how many camera cuts there were from when Edge came out to when he got in the ring? How many camera cuts?
10.
Nope.
More?
30
What?
camera cuts. So you think, you know me, and you know how you, like, when you watch it, Edge comes right out. Then they cut to the crowd. Then they cut to another person. Then they cut to Edge. Then to 3 more crowd shots in like 5 seconds. It's like crowd. And then you barely even get to see him. Then when he does the fucking double, rock salutes, they cut away just so you see all the fireworks from far away when you can see them perfectly fine. And then like as he's walking to the ring, they keep cutting to fans. Then he gets in the ring, and right before he hits
Ziggler, here, they cut to a guy who's like,
They cut to like a giant crowd shot.
Yeah, like a row of people going, yay! We're like, we fucking missed. And a lot of wrestlers were upset about that,
How do
too.
you miss that?
Dolph Ziggler tweeted about it, how it was ridiculous.
There should have been no cuts from him him coming out to getting in the ring. Then you have a cut where you cut to the hard cam so we see the spear.
Right.
And then so WWE tweeted a video,
just like they did with Styles.
and it's on their YouTube channel. Yeah, they did the same thing where they don't cut. Well, they actually had to cut, but it was Edge the whole time, even when there was cuts. They only showed Edge from coming out to the ring.
It was perfect.
Just edit it and put that in the fucking Rumble on the network, but they didn't.
Yeah.
As of right, like when I checked again, it was still like all these 30 cuts.
Like, do they really think that people at home want to see the fans in the audience that much? No, I don't want to see someone going, oh my gosh, yes. No, that's what I'm
they're
doing.
magicians and they want to show like the reaction of people.
So you know what I did after that? I went back and I watched the Rumble where Cena's number 30.
Okay.
What was that, 2008?
Yeah.
2008 Rumble. Cena comes out. They show Cena, and they do cut. They cut to Triple H to show the shock on Triple H's face.
Right.
So they cut to Triple H, then they go back to Cena. But we don't miss anything with Cena. We see all the great stuff of Cena standing there looking cool and then getting in the ring. Like, they don't ruin the moment.
Granted, that was at Madison Square Garden, and if Cena comes out here, the ring is at where our camera is. I mean, he had to walk 3 feet.
No, but he did stand there for a while, and they didn't show the crowd 50 times.
Yeah, no, I get that. I hate the gratuitous crowd shots.
Yeah.
Even when Diesel comes out,
right?
They cut to Kofi Kingston. Oh, fuck. Like, that's what you want to see. Like another wrestler going, oh, that's horrible for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when someone scores a touchdown in the NFL, they'll cut to the crowd, but not so many times, and we'll still get to see everything.
Right.
The celebration.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, you know what it would be like is if if it's a bomb touchdown, they catch on the 30 and they're running for 30 yards. As they're running, they show fans in the crowd cheering.
Right.
No, show the play.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we missed this. We missed the touchdown.
No, you're running for the end zone. Like this.
Yeah.
There's a defender and you're about to hit the fucking spot to see if it's a touchdown, and they cut to a guy go, ah! And you go, well, I don't know, who is he a fan of? Like, what happened?
Right.
And they're recording it on their phone. Pop Culture Junkie. Hey, guys, that was a fun live show before the Rumble. I was happy I got to meet all of you.
Same here.
Since The Fiend is fighting and changing all of Bray Wyatt's old rivalries from face to heel to face, will we see Cena and or Roman challenge The Fiend and finally turn heel?
No, because that's when they lose to the Fiend.
Right.
Roman will beat the Fiend.
Yeah. Roman
Hence,
will beat the Fiend.
no change.
God. What if they bring back Cena to beat the Fiend and tie the record or whatever? Isn't he right
No
there?
way. He just recently said it in an interview he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
And plus, he even said in an interview too, like he's like, he basically said he was done.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he'll be at Mania again. He'll do something cool, hopefully. You know, you could even have a match, but not a match where you're winning the title.
At least do like a retirement match.
Right. Well, no, he did. Undertaker retired him in the, was it, 2 minutes?
Oh, yeah. That's true. I stand corrected.
Yeah. Matthew Carlini, do you think Seth is wishing he murdered Edge like he said he would when he had the chance to after seeing that concerto? All right.
I doubt it, all right? I mean, I'd be in jail, all right?
He put all right in the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tayshaun Booley, who ends their career with the most main roster heavyweight championships? Walter, Adam Cole, Keith Lee, or Ciampa?
Charlotte.
Well, yeah, that, of course.
Yeah.
Did you, before we get back to that question, when Charlotte said, I'm going to challenge for a second, I'm like, she's going to pick a man's championship. I felt like it was going that way.
I'm going to pick The Fiend.
Right. Or I thought she was going to say like Intercontinental Championship or something like that.
Because Impact did it?
Yeah.
But then they can't copy them. So out of those people, I would have to say Ciampa. But he's not a huge guy.
No.
So I wonder if Vince will take that away from him.
Keith Lee.
And do... Yeah.
Keith Lee. He's a giant man. Adam Cole's too small for Vince. Ciampa's
But
too
Big
small
Show
for
didn't
Vince.
win the title a million times.
No,
Yeah,
but
well.
Keith Lee's way more talented than the Big Show.
Walter, no. Who was the third name?
Cole.
Could be Cole.
No.
He's got the look.
I don't see it with Vince. You know what I
Because
mean?
he's tiny. Because he's teeny
So
tiny.
small.
Yeah.
Small guy.
All right.
I would say Keith Lee and then Walter after that.
Wow.
I like how it's always
That's
like,
sad.
you know,
But they're good.
Yeah, they are good.
WWE's like, oh, you know, Impact Wrestling and AEW, they're not our competition. We don't even pay attention. And then like some intern walks in, and he's like, here's your notes on AEW and Impact this week.
Yeah. Well, they don't want to copy them, I'm sure. They
Right.
at least like pay attention to what they're doing a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yes.
I'm sure they draw ideas like, maybe we could do that.
Yeah, WWE doesn't copy Impact at all. You know, the whole broken
I can't wait
universe.
till they're like,
Matt Hardy,
Yeah.
the final deletion.
Woken! Our new idea! Woken!
Yeah.
Matt Hardy.
Have a match at the compound.
yeah. Can't
Although
wait.
Cole yells as soon as he enters a WWE fucking
Yeah.
arena, "Well, things are about to be broken!"
And then also,
Yeah, Corey.
also the day before WrestleMania, the WWE's Twitter account tweets like a TLC match, and then like they're like, "Oh look, Matt Hardy like went through that table. Now that table's broken." And it's like, are they trying to like tell us that it's that?
Right.
Like, why are they trying to ruin the surprise?
Yeah. I can't wait till they announce next year the cruise of Vince.
That's right. Oh my god, that reminded me when we did Jesse's Conspiracies, and one of our fans wrote that like the Cruise of Jericho, remember, was just a setup by like Jericho and Vince to sink all the AEW wrestlers.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Sink the competition. It's hilarious. All right, but that is all for awards. Awards?
Awards?
What?
Fan question.
Fan questions?
That's all for fan questions.
That's all for the fans that were awarded their question to be
Yeah.
read?
That's the show, basically.
Yes.
What is? Give me the odds that Chris Jericho is in another Rumble. You know,
ever?
ever. What are the odds?
30%.
No, I would say like 70.
Oh,
That high.
wow.
He only signed a 3-year deal.
That's true.
And Vince is just like, come on.
You think Jericho's never gonna like accept a Hall of Fame, you know, speech and
I just
get
don't know
that?
how butthurt Vince is about AEW.
Come on, what have you? He brings everyone back.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, like, but okay, fine. You went to AEW, your contract's up. Like, wouldn't Vince be like, okay, come back to WWE? We want you out of AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he would be in another Rumble, though, in 3 more years when he's way older and like.
Why wouldn't? I mean, sure.
Yeah.
A legend appearance, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's like, we want you back, Chris. We're going to pay you all this money. Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, we're going to throw you out right away because you went to AEW, you son of a bitch. But we will pay you some money to come.
Like, he signs. He's like, all right, well, yep, there's a contract. Vince, what do you got planned for me?
Andrew sold me.
Are you familiar with the 24/7 title?
Yeah.
Jericho will be like 51 when his contract's up. So, yeah.
We'll go 65%. I think it's up there. I think
Fine,
you're right.
fine.
I think you're
Fine.
Let's do another $1. Just got to remember. In the next 10 years, will he be
You sold me. I agree with you. I don't want to bet nothing.
Yeah. All right, so Eric. No. All right, that is the show. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Check out our website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram @WrongWrestling. Get a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling and become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. Go check out the Royal Rumble recap. Go check out the hottest woman bracket, the hottest male bracket, all the brackets. We got Saudi Mania next month, people.
Oh, no.
And we got TakeOver Portland next month.
Oh, no.
And, of course, you could check out all the Wednesday Night War podcasts that are only on Patreon.
Joe's actually going to have to defend his title.
He's going to have to defend his title. What? Yeah. Classic heel. Doesn't want to defend his title.
Right.
But, yeah, Saudi Mania. If you've seen any of the Saudi Mania recaps, you know it's some of our best content. It really is.
Yeah, it's
like shame on WWE for going there, but man, does it make for a great podcast.
It really does.
So we'll see you after Saudi Mania. But really, we'll see you.
I am a real Saudi Arabian.
Fight for the rights of Saudi Arabians. Fight for not your wife. Fight for her life. Or like, I would change it now to like, because that was just on the fly.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, fight for not your wife. She's fighting for her life. See ya.
She's got no rights.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And she's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big Flair's pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every third most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric, yeah, we'll push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with